Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, has come back on set. Kaveh, oh my goodness. How do you react to that?
Well, look, the first thing you should say is that referees are human beings. They make mistakes like everybody else. They were working there in a very highly pressurised environment, and they made a mistake, and it was a big mistake.
Champions League chaos, VAR robbery leaves Arsenal furious after blatant handball ignored vs Atletico. Arsenal were left fuming in Madrid after a dramatic Champions League night turned into a storm of controversy when a clear handball inside the Atletico Madrid box was completely ignored by the video assistant referee. The Gunners, who had looked sharp and determined throughout the contest, saw their hopes of securing a crucial away result dashed by a combination of missed chances, defensive errors, and one of the most baffling officiating decisions of the season. The incident occurred midway through the second half when Bukayo Saka's cross struck the outstretched arm of Atletico defender Mario Hermoso inside the penalty area. Arsenal players immediately surrounded the referee, waving for a penalty that looked obvious to everyone watching. The referee, however, waved play on, insisting there was no foul. Moments later, the VAR check came and went with no further review, leaving the Arsenal players and fans stunned. Television replays showed that Hermoso's arm was clearly away from his body and blocked the trajectory of the ball, denying what could have been a decisive chance for Arsenal to take the lead. The decision not to award a penalty sparked outrage on the pitch and among pundits, who were unanimous in their belief that the London side had been wronged. Former Arsenal players and pundits were quick to express their frustration. Ian Wright, speaking after the game, described the decision as a disgrace. He said, "That's as clear as it gets. His arm is out, it stops the cross, and that's a penalty every day of the week. How can VAR miss that?" Arsenal have been robbed. Gary Lineker also weighed in on social media, writing that it was one of the worst VAR calls in recent Champions League memory. Fans flooded social media platforms with clips and screenshots of the incident, calling for accountability from uefa and demanding consistency in officiating. The controversy overshadowed what had been an intense and high-quality match between two of Europe's most disciplined sides. Arsenal's midfield trio of Declan Rice, Martin Ødegaard, and Kai Havertz controlled much of the game's tempo, while Saka and Gabriel Martinelli stretched the Atletico defence with pace and creativity. However, as has happened before in big European nights, Arsenal's finishing let them down. With the return leg set to take place in London, Arsenal now face the challenge of overturning the deficit. The Gunners will need to channel their anger and sense of injustice into motivation. If they can harness that energy, they still have every chance of progressing.
Please like this video and subscribe.